Hey everyone, it's Julian. Good morning. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Today is Friday, March 25th at 7:09 a.m. and it is day 23 of me documenting my programming journey. Today's gonna have to be a really fast vlog because I only have like an hour before I have to get ready for work, getting a late start, but it's okay. The show must go on. I am going to be working on an update for the expense tracker app that I put out a few vlogs ago. It's on the App Store, you can check it out. I'll also link in the description. Basically what I'm doing is taking the app from being a really simple single view app and I am turning it into something that has multiple tabs. It's for tracking your expenses across your business expenses and your personal expenses. So before I had one screen where it was a section for personal expenses and a section for business expenses, and now I want to have two different tabs, one for personal, one for business. Basically just using it as a way to practice. I don't really ever plan on promoting my expense tracker app, but in the meantime, it'll be a great way for me to keep going and keep doing things independently without leaning on tutorials and whatnot, and that's my main goal at this point, so let's do it. Added a few different new features to the app, fixed some bugs, and changed some layout stuff. Let's check it out. So before my app, like I said before, I had one section here, I had one page here rather, with just a section for personal expenses and a section for business expenses. And now we have these two tabs. That's not new. I had those tabs in my last vlog. And when you go back and forth between the tabs, you'll see that it goes personal, business, and everything works properly. What was not working properly before was that if I was on the business tab and I would press plus, I would automatically get a personal expense in the personal tab instead of getting a business expense in the business tab. So in other words, you would hit the plus button and then you wouldn't see anything happen because the new expense would get added on the personal tab. Now I fixed that. If you press plus, as you can see, it comes in properly and you can edit things and everything updates properly. Another thing I added was the way to open up the keyboard on this section when you're editing an expense, and you get a done button that lets you dismiss the keyboard. Before there was no way to dismiss the keyboard and it was annoying, so I fixed that. You can also get that if you go anywhere here, and I'm doing that using a focus state property. Amount is focused, and then I'm using the focused modifier on the text field for the amount because that's the main place I really want it to be a thing. And the main reason behind that being normal keyboards already have the return button that you can use to dismiss the keyboard, but these numerical keyboards with the decimal point do not by default, so you have to add a button, which is cool. Oh, and also another thing I did was I made it so that instead of getting a sheet, before if you tapped an expense, you would get a sheet that comes up from the bottom of the screen that lets you edit it. I was thinking that it would be more intuitive and it would make more sense if you were to just have it pop in from the side like this, because that's how a lot of iOS works. It'll fall in line with the rest of the operating system, and also when we do things that way, it makes it clear that this is tappable because we have this arrow marking here, and your brain is kind of, if you're an iPhone user, subconsciously used to treating things that have that marking as something that's tappable to go somewhere else. So I wanted to make that change as well, and I implemented those changes a lot faster than I thought I would, to be honest. But the one thing that I'm still struggling with is why only on iPhone 13, or at least only on the iPhone 13 simulator. I don't have a real iPhone 13 to test this out on, unfortunately. But if you go here to open up the keyboard gets stuck, like down here. And you can click the done button to get it to go away. And that's kind of it. You can't use the keyboard on an iPhone 13. And again, I don't know if that applies to real iPhone 13s as well, but it's very annoying, especially because the iPhone 12 simulator works perfectly fine. And I've never seen that before. I'm going to try some other iPhone versions to see if that is really exclusive to iPhone 13, because if it is, I'm thinking it's probably just a bug with the simulator, because it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me how they're both running the same iOS version and they could be having different problems. I don't know. I'm not totally clear on that, but I'll probably figure it out eventually. Anyway, that's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for checking out this vlog, and I will see you tomorrow.